Hello. How we doing? Um, boop, boop. There we are. Hello. How we doing, everyone? Good to see us all on our Friday afternoon or Friday morning stream. I was finishing eating my breakfast / lunch. Look what I have here. This was just kind of randomly sitting on my desk this morning. This is the N95 I have. It says right there N95. Remember when when all pandemic land started and everyone was super concerned about getting their N95s? And now nobody talks about N95s anymore, you know? Everyone just has their cloth masks. I wonder how much better the pandemic response would be, the numbers would be if we just got every single person an N95. You know, if that would help. Well, let's see. Micah, hello. How you doing? And then we got Sky with us too. Micah, I just saw you in class yesterday, but I don't think I checked in with you. What were you working on? Dutch herbs. Dilha. So odd align. Lucky Benz. Do please all LA. All please all of zoo. Do of zoo. Or weakest. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what it is you just said. DM Xmas CM Christmas CMDL is so P is so PC cool PC co is so it's does TIA yes do got a 8. All right, well, I think that someone should get Micah some medical attention. It seems like he's having a stroke. I don't know what you're typing there, pal. All right, so last time we did Pirate Science. We made some cool 3D glasses out of tape and marker. Today we're going to do coding with Captain. It is coding week. So, some news. First, everyone who was at school has heard this, but now it's coding for you guys. It is time to pick a final coding project for this is for my 2nd through 6th grade. Time to pick a final coding project. And why? Why is that? That is because we are coming down to the end of school. We only have 3 more sessions, 3 more weeks where we have STEM and art and second step and PE. All specials are ending in 3 weeks. So we only have 3 more times together. Very sad. So that means for coding, it's time for you to pick a project and to finish it up. So let's take a look at what we're talking about for that, okay? So let me pull up my web page here. Right. Okay, so you go to code and you click on Scratch Examples over here. And here we have all the different levels that you can do. All right, if you're level 1, very beginner. Level 2 is you can make all the blocks, so it's time to start thinking for blocks on your own. And tier S plus is for super awesome programmers who are ready to just have some, who can code anything, and they just need some ideas. What should I code today? So I give ideas, and that's it. No blocks, no help. You gotta do it on your own. So what I want you to do is wherever you are, pick one of these. And I want you to make it awesome. All right. Like really, really like spiffy it up, make it look great, good art, good sound if you need the sound, and make sure that, play the app, play the game many times. So that way you can kind of like iron out all of the roughness for it. Okay. I showed this a couple weeks ago, but we're going to show it again. So this fix the broken project. This is a level 2 and it is day 4. So this is something that is very similar to what I want you to kind of do. So here you have like an app and it's broken. The instructions say the arrows move the cat. So I'm going to press up. I'm going to press down. I'm going to press right. I'm going to press left. Did you see that? Did you see it? The ball is supposed to chase the cat, but it looks like the ball is not chasing the cat. What is the ball chasing? Can you see? And then when the cat gets to the apple, you're supposed to make the score go up. So this is a broken game. Your job as a level 2 to go inside here and to fix all of these different things. Okay. Well, look at that. Okay. Hello. Yes. Hi. Hello. Hi, Sky. Hi. Heyo. Heyo. Hello. Smiley face. Yes. Oh. Riveting conversation in chat right now. Let's go check our class stream and see how we're doing here. How many days of school do we have left? Let's find out. Let's see. Let me pull up my old calendar here. Okay. Here we are. This is my internal school calendar, guys. So we have let's see, today. Student-led conferences. Oh, info sent out, so don't worry about that. We're getting ready for student-led conferences. Okay, so we got the 30th. Tomorrow's May 1st. And then we have 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, and that's it. The 28th is the last day of school. It is for SLC, student-led conferences, and then that's it. All right. You have a half day of school on Thursday, some student-led conferences on Thursday, the rest of them on Friday, and then that's it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more weeks and only 3 weeks of STEM left. So we're getting down to it. Hiya, Cap. Hiya, Ryer. Time to code or finish a project. All right. Okay, so that is that. Let's get coding today. Let's do a code. Okay, so there's a couple things that I want to program today. I've actually already posted this on the Google Classroom, but I thought it would be really great to build it together so that way you can kind of see. All right, so first thing, so this comes from a question from Aiden, who Aiden has like 2 sprites. Let's use Beetle. Okay, we got beetle and cat. And what he wants to do is he wants something, it's something like he has a cat and you control the cat. You move the cat around, right? And when the cat gets touched by a griffin, I think it was. So let's just let's change this to griffin, just to like something like that. There it is. So like when the cat gets touched by the griffin, then the cat becomes Hulk Cat and then chases the griffin, and then you control the griffin. So basically what happens is you can start off controlling the cat, but then you get control of the other thing. I might have it backwards. It might be that you start off with the griffin and then you're the cat or something like that. But basically his question was, how do I change control of one sprite to another? And that's what we're going to do today. So let's start off with cat. We're going to build our very famous movement blocks. Okay. When up arrow key pressed, we're going to point in the direction of up, and then we're going to move 10 steps. Okay. That will allow us, when we press the up button, press, cat points in the direction of up and then moves up. Okay. Classic. Now let's duplicate this a number of times and get in all of the other directions. Down arrow, point down. Duplicate. Right arrow, point to the right. Duplicate. Left arrow, point to the left. Okay, so now this allows us to move our cat around in every direction, okay? That's Armenian. I hope you're not saying bad words to me in Armenian. Oh, that's hi friend in Armenian. All right, I gotcha. All right. All right, so now we can control the cat, right? Now what we're going to want to do, so how do we pass control over? So the thing about control is that really what control is when you press a button, what happens? And so in this case, we have the arrow keys controlling the cat, right? So we want to use the same keys when we want to move the griffin, but we want it to turn off for the cat and on for the griffin. So the first thing we will do to make that happen is we'll build the same movement keys under the griffin. Okay, so let's build that. When up arrow key press, point up and move 10 steps. Duplicate. When down arrow key pressed, point down and move 10 steps. Duplicate. Now, how am I getting this duplicate? Okay, how am I duplicating it? I have a mouse, so I'm just right clicking and then it duplicates. See? Now, if you're on a Chromebook or a laptop, you don't have right click, what you do is you, instead of tapping on it, right? Instead of just tapping, what you do is you use 2 fingers to tap. So you just tap and then it will open up the duplicate. Okay, so duplicate, and we'll do left arrow and we'll point to the left. We'll duplicate that and we'll do right arrow and we'll point to the right. Okay, so now we have keys where both of our sprites are controlled with the same keys. They have the same blocks. So when up arrow key pressed over here, move point griffin and move him up. Same thing over here. When up arrow press, point cat up and move 10 steps. So one button does 2 things for 2 different sprites. Okay. Now what we want to be able to do is turn one off and turn one on, right? Oh my goodness. Bonjour, Michael. All right, so we are going to let's turn them on and off, okay? So what we're going to do is we need to wrap what happens inside of these things with an if statement, okay? First, let's make a variable. We're going to call this variable. This was a big lesson we did today, this week in 2-3 classes. We worked with variables. So a variable is kind of like a number which we can change. And you see them a lot in video games. There's like, how much health do you have? How much ammunition do you have? What level are you on? What is your score? These are things that variables can hold. Okay, you actually use variables in your mind all the time. If I say, what is your name? Your brain goes and searches for, what is my name? And it says, my name is Captain Richard. Now, if I changed my name to Bob, what I would be doing is I would be taking the variable name and changing its value from Captain Richard to Bob, so that when I search for what is my name, my brain goes, I found it. My name is Bob. So same thing, okay? That's my crazy explanation for what a variable is. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a variable. And we're going to call this variable, I think on my demo I called it switch, right? For like flip a switch. Okay, so here's our switch. So right now you can see up here it says switch is equal to 0. So we were going to want to wrap all of this stuff inside of an if block. So here is when up arrow key pressed, if, and let's grab equals, and let's put switch in here. If switch equals 0. If switch equals 0, then do the blocks inside of the if. But what happens if switch is not equal to 0? Will it do these blocks? No, it will not. It will not do those blocks. So when it'll switch, this if block is great. It will only allow the stuff inside to work if this condition is met. Our condition is if switch is equal to 0. Right now, switch is equal to 0. So what we can do is that means it will make these work. So let's duplicate all of these ifs. And let's wrap all of these motion blocks. Oh, there we go. Messed that one up. There we go. Okay, so now we have all the same blocks, except now they're just wrapped in this if. If switch is 0, then move. So right now switch is 0, so we're able to move both. Because this one, it's letting it through because switch is equal to 0, and Griffin doesn't have any ifs yet. So let's fix that. Let's add some ifs for Griffin too, okay? Okay, so same thing, except this time instead of switch equaling 0, we're going to want switch to equal 1. Okay, let's duplicate these a couple times. Oh, I missed. Okay, so now we're going to put these duplicates around the Griffin controls. So if switch equals 1, then move. So right now switch is equal to 0. So that means it's not going to let the Griffin move when we press the arrow keys, because it'll only move when switch equals to 1, okay? Oh my goodness, you guys are throwing binary at me now? What are you guys doing with your crazy languages? You know, I have two middle schoolers who are for self-project. They're learning languages, and you know what the language they're learning is? Like, they're learning the Minecraft languages. Like, the stuff you see on inscription tables, or apparently there's like Enderman dialogue also. I didn't know that. So they're learning those Minecraft languages, which I think is crazy. I told them, I said, hey, you have a chance here to learn actual languages. Are you sure you want to spend all this time and brain power learning fake languages? And they were like, yep. So cool for them. Cool for them. Okay, so back to here. Griffin, these keys will allow Griffin to move if switch equals to 1, but switch equals 0 right now, so it won't move. So when we move, you can see Cat still moves because he has if switch equals 0 move, and that's what we have. We have switch equals 0. So you can see that Griffin is not moving right now. Okay? Let's just add a little, like a button here. Okay, here's our ball, and we're just gonna say when this sprite is clicked, set switch to 1. So this will change the switch variable from 0 to 1. So here we go. We're moving around. You can see we can move the cat, right? But if we want to move the Griffin, we have to change that variable from 0 to 1. So let's change that variable from 0 to 1. Click. Now you can see up here, switch is equal 0 to 1. The ifs inside here will no longer work. Switch does not equal 0, so don't move. But Griffin, switch equals 0, so move. So let's try. See, now we can move around the Griffin here, okay? Let me do a reset here. We're just changing the ability to, okay, so we got switch equals to 0, flip the switch equals to 1. Now, I am flipping the switch by clicking this ball. You can flip the switch however you want. Maybe when two things touch, maybe when a score gets to a particular point, maybe if you run out of lives, I don't know, whatever it is. But whenever you flip that switch, you can flip control doing that way, okay? I can type with my gaming keyboard and mouse on my phone. Cool, yeah. A lot of phones are just like, if you can use Bluetooth keyboards and mice to control them. Super neat. It's epical. Sounds like a good thing. The Average Gamer 2.0. Where do you work? Where do I work? Who is the Average Gamer 2.0? A secret visitor today? All right. So that was my little tutorial for Scratch. Let me sign into Scratch. There was some project I was thinking. You know what's really neat is that getting to work with you guys on all these different Scratch projects that you create really like gets me to think. Like, I mean, I see all these cool ideas. I'm like, man, I want to work on that game, or I want to come up with that project. It's really inspiring to me to see all the cool stuff you come up with. And sometimes what I do also is I make examples, and I think, oh, man, that is a cool example, and I really like here's Witch Escape. This was a game I made a while ago. And you basically dodge these bats. And I was looking at it and I was like, well, this is a good example. Like when you look inside, it does a good job of showing you, like, it's a good that you can look at these blocks and say, okay, I can see what Captain did there, right? But when I look at them, I'm like, man, I can make this game so much cooler, And but then if I make it cooler, I make the blocks more complicated, and then that doesn't help. That's not like a education tool anymore, So the way this one works is you can see score, the variable score is just going up. The further you fly, the higher the score you get. Also, the bat flies at you faster and faster the farther you go. So the more your score is up, I think we can confirm that by looking at the blocks here. Yeah, so the bat flies faster the higher your score is. So it gets harder. The game naturally gets harder. This is something that I think that more of you need in your games. A lot of times you have these games where we have points and you get an apple, your point goes up and things like that. But there should be the most fun games have this element where the difficulty ramps up the more you play, right? So you can see the bat is really coming in fast here. And I think when you get hit by the bat, then score gets set to 0, which then slows the bat back down to 0. Oh, I see. I just went back and read that comment. It sounded really weird. Why do I do these videos? Yes, I am a teacher. On Fridays here, I used to, during the height of the pandemic, stream every single day. But now we are back in hybrid. So the only days that I stream left are on Fridays. So I alternate right now between coding and and science videos. And then on 1 o'clock, we play Minecraft together. Message redacted. Ah, yes, but I can see all redacted messages. Okay, so guys, this is just something that if you're working on your project, what I want you to do is I want you to consider, how does your game get more difficult as you play? All right. Now, some games don't need it, right? So let me show you another example here. Here's something I should show you. I've been putting this together. So on mrincorvia.com, if you go to games, okay, I have here answer made games, and I want to start putting some cool student projects on here. So our final projects for this year, when you post them on the Google Classroom, I'm going to take the coolest ones, and or maybe not even the coolest, just the ones I really like, and I will put them under this answer made games. But so far, the only thing I have here is games by Captain. When you click this, it takes you to my studio where you have all of my games. Oh, I have 2 followers. I should get more followers. So here are like some of the finished products, finished apps and games that I have. I made a calculator. This actually turned out this was quite a project actually, this calculator I made. Scratch is slow today. Yeesh. Okay, here we are. So you can be like 85 times 64 equals 5,440. So this was a fun project to make. But okay, anyways, I digress. Here are the finished games I have. So some games, we were talking about difficulty, right? Difficulty. So one thing, like you can have some games that like the difficulty increases, okay, making it harder for you. Or you can have a game kind of like our spooky treasure hunt game where it's pretty kind of easy to play. You can go around slowly and like, oh, there's a treasure, I got it. And I want to avoid these ghosts and find the next treasure. It's really not that hard to kind of just, if you go slowly, right? Where's that next treasure? There it is. Okay, I got 2, right? But the difficulty comes when you're like, I want to do better. So in order to do better, I got to be faster. Like, there it is. I got it. Now, where's the next one? Got it. Okay. And the faster you go, the more likely you are to make a mistake. and accidentally bump into the ghost. See, I got a bunch of coins. Oh, I got it. Ooh, man, I thought I was going to get hit by the ghost there. Okay, let's see. Oh, get away. Oh, I got touched. See, so the harder the harder I try at this game, the harder it is, because so that's what kind of makes that game fun, is the process of like so basically my point here, guys, is that I want you to spend time thinking about the difficulty of your games. We see a lot of games that are pretty simple, like actually like that like the fix it game, and it's okay. Like this guy, Fix the Broken Project. Like we see a lot of these kinds of games. Like let's say I fix this, so like if the ball touches the cat, then your score goes down. You can move the cat around and grab the apples, right? So, but then it's just like you go on and on and on. What if the ball slowly sped up? I don't know. That might make it too hard. It's not just common to see videos. Oh, yeah. It's true. That's what we do. I think that a lot of teachers teach Scratch to their kids. I mean, first of all, I'm a STEM teacher, so I think a lot of STEM teachers teach Scratch. It's really a great way of programming. You can create such. We have had some pretty cool Scratch games be made. We also have done things like we've made video game controllers for Scratch and things like that. So there's lots of fun stuff you can do. Okay, guys, I am over time today. So your homework assignment is to go to mrincorvia.com, and I want you to go check out the levels for under the Scratch examples and pick one of those and make it really super awesome. You have 3 weeks to work on it, and then you're going to turn it in to our Google Classroom, and then if they're super awesome, we'll put it up on my mrincorvia.com for everyone to play and check out. Okay? Yeah, that was not cool. Okay. Easy squeezy. Get rid of you. Okay, so that is it, huh? I hope to see you guys pretty soon. I will see you on Monday, or I will see you back at 1 o'clock. See you back at 1 o'clock with Answer Plays Minecraft, okay? All right, guys, take care. Oh, I have a question. I have a question. Teacher talk. Do you have any advice on what I could do with 6th graders, because they never seemed very interested when I have them work on Scratch? Yeah, so basically, you have to just give them 1,000 different things that they can try, and allow them to make whatever they want. You also have to kind of be good enough yourself so that you can really help them create what they want. So like and then you have to also remember that if you want to see them improve in their coding, you can't just code it for them. You can't give them the answer. You really have to create examples and stuff that challenge their brain. So I think that, I mean, but the bottom line is like the choice, the ability to pick whatever whatever they want to do. So let's see. Let me pull up my website here. So I've done these different kinds of things before. These are examples I did where like I would shout out, I'd be like, hey, what do we want to see today? What kind of game do we want to make? And you know, they'd be like Godzilla, and then I would build it on the board. You know, I'd be like, okay, we got Godzilla roaming around, crushing buildings. You know, they kind of like that. And then just like having, you know, you keep doing this for a really long time, and you have a really large amount of examples of like games that are kind of half baked and half made, so that way that they can scoop them up and kind of like make them themselves. But yeah, basically like giving them, like just showing them all kinds of different things to do, and then allowing them the time to build whatever they want. That's all. I have, if you look on my YouTube channel, a million different videos of us putting stuff together. Check that out. Okay, anyways, I have to go to a Zoom meeting, and then I will be back at 1 o'clock to do Answer Plays Minecraft. Okay, guys, take care.